James Elder, IFL TV, MTK Global. With me, I've got Ted Cheeseman after his emphatic fourth round victory over Paulie Upton. Firstly, congratulations on the win, Ted. Can you talk us through the fight a little bit?
We had a game plan. We worked really hard in Jimmy and Tony, and I knew Paulie wasn't the biggest puncher. I knew he hadn't been in a tough fight like Harry would against me, and I knew as soon as the first bell went, to start putting the pressure on, get him tired, and then start landing big shots, and I knew I'd get him out of there.
Did you feel that Paulie Upton had enough power to keep you off, or did you feel you could walk through what he was sort of offering back, Ted?
I was just too big and too strong for him. I could walk through it. No disrespect to Paulie, he's a really good fighter. We had a little bit of rubbish talking before the fight, and that's all. It's business. It built the fight up. It made it sort of get a bit more hype and attention on the show. It's all about the publicity. And now I'm getting bigger. I want to start building these bigger fights up. I don't want to be the boy in the shadow. I want to be the boy out there and everyone talking about Ted Cheeseman.
Real horrible style for fighters to fight against yourself, Ted. You keep the pressure on, you like to go low, avoiding shots, and then grinding them down before you start landing them ferocious uppercuts. Can you talk us through the punches that did the damage to Paulie?
I could see he kept switching to southpaw, and when he was letting the left hand go, I was slipping and looking for the right uppercut or the straight right hand. And he's landing. I knew the shots couldn't keep landing. He was taking them, I was buzzing him, but I knew sooner or later that start hurting him really bad, and in the fourth round I could see he had never had much left, and I stepped on the gas a bit more, landed the first uppercut, he went, then he got a little break, but I knew he was still buzzed, I knew he was still buzzed, he was getting tired, he was taking it out of him, and I threw as he threw because I knew he couldn't hurt me, and obviously when he's landed on me, he's getting a bit more confident, so he's opening up, and then they land another big shot land on him, he went down again, and I knew really and truly, like, I think the fight should have finished then, but I landed another good body shot and a right hand to the side of his head, and that was it, done. But it was a really good fight. Paulie Upton was really game. He could have given up after the first or second knockdown. But I think he probably would have fought on again after the third knockdown if he could get up straight away. So well done to Paulie Upton. But I think I performed really well. It was one of my best performances so far.
What would you like to do now, Ted? Great win over Paulie Upton. What would you like to do yourself?
Eddie just said about fighting for the Commonwealth title. So obviously I'm going to hopefully fight for the Commonwealth title against Michael Zarifa in September. And if I come through that successful, then I want the likes of Anthony Fowler or Scott Fitzgerald or Sam Egan, and these are the three fighters in my weight domestically who I want these big fights. I want to start building them now, do you get what I mean? I want these fighters, putting pressure on these fighters. Like Anthony Fowler replied back on Twitter the other day of take the fight. It's easy saying it on a computer, it's easy saying it on Twitter. But we'll see when, after September, after the next fight, we'll see if these fights actually do get made. But whatever Eddie brings to the table, I don't shy away from fights. As soon as a fight gets offered to me, all I ask is what's the money? Do you get what I mean? And
do you feel other fighters have been shying away from the big chews?
Yeah, 100%. Like Paulie Upton come and took the fight tonight, but there's fighters like Paulie Upton who are 15-0, 13-0 stuff who could really have these fights, and they don't want them. They, like I said about Paulie Upton and fraud, they get to these fights, and I showed tonight the level of fighter I am. He was 15-0, he's more experienced, he's been on. But I've had these fights. I've been matched well from my seventh fight. I've fought all good fighters. Even before that, I was fighting good journeymen. And my management team is very good, and my coaching team is very good. And I'm coming on leaps and bounds, and as you can see tonight, I'm improving all the time. I think now I'm ready for anything in the domestic level, and by 2019, whatever happens.
If Eddie could make, if everything goes well, Anthony Fowler fight in September, would you potentially take that fight for September?
I'd take that for September. I'd even fight him in Liverpool if I had to. Don't bother me. Upton had a lot of support. That's the sort of stuff I thrive on. I love it. When people think I'm going to lose the whole week, the whole last few weeks, and people slagging me off on Twitter, you're underestimating, you're overlooking Upton. I ain't. Whatever I say, I mean. I'm not delusional. I'm working hard, I'm pushing on, I'm learning all the time, and I want these fights. Whether if I have to go to Liverpool, if we can have it in London, I know it's a big fight to be made. It's the top of the bill fight. Like you see tonight, I've got a big support. It will sell out a show, a sell-out show at the top of the bill fight, and I can't wait for these fights to happen.
just want to mention that we're not just digging out Anthony Fowler. There's also speculation about Sam Eggington,
Yeah.
as well as who else was mentioned?
Scott Fitzgerald.
Scott Fitzgerald.
I've got no problem with Anthony Fowler, but on paper it's a big fight. You know what I mean? Me and Anthony Fowler were two big prospects coming through. He had the Olympic background, so let's see how good of a fight it really is. If he's going to make something in the pro game, let's put him in. Let's have a test to see. I'm willing to take the fight. He says he's willing to take the fight, so it should be easily made.
Cheeseman Fowler or Cheeseman Eggington, cheese v the egg. Get into it.
Whatever. To be honest, it don't bother me. Whatever one wants to take the fight and whatever fight can be made. Obviously, Eddie got his sights on a Commonwealth title, so that seems good. But obviously, you can't look past people. What if I get through that? These are really good fights that I'm excited for.
Cheeseman, Tyson Fury makes his return this weekend against Sefa Safari. From your point of view, is it good to see the big man back in the ring?
Yeah, it's great. He's a good character, Tyson Fury, and I like watching him fight. I like watching his press conferences and stuff, and I can't wait to see if he can come back and do the same fight on Saturday.
When are we going to see the big cheese throwing tables? When are we going to see the big cheese getting involved and getting amongst it at presses?
When it needs to happen. Look, to be honest, I'm not a showman. When I talk, I weren't slag talking Paul Upton or on the press conference. I was telling what I actually thought, and whatever I said tonight, I come out and done it. I weren't like talking rubbish. I said what I was going to do and I done it.
All right. On that note, Ted Cheeseman, thank you very much from Twifle TV. We look forward to catching you again real soon. Last word to you and your sponsors and your team before we go.
Yeah, thanks to all my sponsors. One sec, I've got the t-shirt there.
That's all right.
Yeah. All my sponsors. Appreciate all the support.
Some dairy companies are missing a real big trick here if anyone's watching.
That's what I mean. We need Dairy Lee or something.
Need Dairy Lee to get involved.
Yeah, come involved.
Someone's definitely missing a big trick here.
That's what I'm saying. So whoever's out there, I'm happy to take the office.
Say no more. Ted Cheeseman, thank you very much for Twifle TV. We'll
Cheers.
catch you soon. Thank
Thanks.
you.